Hello, my dear students. I, Dr. Swati Pandya, welcomes you. In this session, we are continuing with Chapter 6 Anatomy of Flowering Plants. And today we are going to start with a new topic that is about complex tissues. In last session, we have read simple tissues. They both are permanent tissues. In simple tissues, we have learned parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. And here in complex tissue, it will include the conducting tissue or vascular tissues known as xylem as well as phloem. Xylem is related with transportation of water and minerals from roots to other different part of the plant. Similarly, phloem is related with the translocation of organic food from different parts of the plant from the leaves. Now here we are going to start with xylem and phloem in detail. So firstly, xylem functions as conducting tissue. As I have said to you, it transports water and minerals from roots to the stem and then leaves. It also provides mechanical strength to the plant where it is present. Actually, it is composed of 4 different kind of elements. Their names are firstly tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Actually, the gymnosperms, they lack vessels in their xylem. That means they are totally absent. If we talk about tracheids, they are elongated tube-like cells with thick and lignified walls. So lignin is present and tapering ends are there. Actually, they are dead and are without protoplasm, because lignification is always in sclerenchymatous cell. The inner layers of cell wall have thickenings which vary in the form. I will show you in the next slide about the different thickenings. In flowering plants, tracheids and vessels, they are the main water transporting elements. Vessel is a long cylindrical tube-like structure which is made up of many cells called vessel membranes. And here also lignified thickenings they are observed in large vessels. So we have seen the structure of vessels. Vessels, they are also long cylindrical tube-like structures and they are made up of many cells and they are also lignified, but the difference is they have large central cavity and they have more capacity to transport water fastly as compared to tracheids. The vessel cells are also devoid of protoplasm. Then vessel membranes are interconnected through perforations in their common walls. छोटे छोटे छेद से वो connected रहते हैं. The presence of vessels is the characteristic feature of angiosperms, and tracheids, they are found in lower plants like pteridophytes and gymnosperms. Then third type of xylem cells are xylem fibers or xylem sclerenchyma. They have highly thickened walls and obliterated central lumens. These may be either septate or aseptate. There are various lignified patterns which are found. Xylem parenchyma, which is the last type of component, they are living and thin walled and their cell walls are made up of cellulose. Actually, their function is to store food material in the form of starch or fat, and other substances are also present like tannins. The radial conduction of water takes place by the ray parenchymatous cells. Now let us see the explanation of tracheids and vessels in the form of diagram. So in first diagram, which shows tracheids, the tapering ends are seen and the dotted structures which are seen, they are actually the lignification pattern. In vessels, 2 different type of vessels they are observed, and the last one which has larger lumen, the cavity is larger and even the perforations they are seen on the upper and lower end. So they are the vessels which are found in angiospermic plants, and these are lignifications which I am showing. Now we have seen the explanation regarding xylem. Let us see 2 different type of xylem which are found. They are protoxylem and metaxylem. What are they? Let us see. The first formed primary xylem elements, they are actually known as protoxylem. Proto means early, and the later formed primary xylem is known as metaxylem. Particularly in stem portion, the protoxylem lie towards central area, that is known as pith, and the metaxylem, they lie towards periphery of the organ. So this type of arrangement is known as endarch. But in roots, it is the opposite condition. The protoxylem lie towards periphery, that means outer end, and the metaxylem lie towards the central cavity, central part, which is known as pith. So such type of arrangement of primary xylem is known as exarch. When we are going to deal with the tissue arrangement, then again I will tell you. Now next topic is regarding phloem. Phloem transports food material, usually where it is prepared, that is in leaves, to the other part of the plant. Phloem in angiosperm is composed of these elements. They are sieve tube elements, sieve cells, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. Generally, these gymnosperms have albuminous cells and sieve cells, but they lack sieve tubes and companion cells. But in higher angiospermic plants, the sieve tube elements, they are present, and along with sieve tube elements, companion cells are also present. So sieve tube elements are also long tube-like structure, and they are arranged longitudinally, that means lengthwise, and are associated with companion cells. Actually, their end walls, they are perforated in the sieve-like manner to form the sieve plates. Sieve-like means जैसे छन्नी होती है, छोटे छोटे छेद होते हैं, उस तरह की स्ट्रक्चर होगी. A mature sieve element possess a peripheral cytoplasm and a large vacuole but lack a nucleus. This is the main point which you have to remember. Sieve tubes, they lack nucleus is absent, so their activity, that is controlled by the nearby cell known as companion cell. So companion cells are specialized parenchymatous cell which are closely associated with sieve tube elements, and also they assist their function. The sieve tube elements and companion cells are connected by pit fields which are present between their common wall. The companion cell also help in maintaining the pressure gradient in the sieve tubes. Now let us talk about the third element of phloem, that is phloem parenchyma. It is made up of elongated tapering cylindrical cells which have dense cytoplasm and nucleus. Always parenchyma is having dense cytoplasm and cell wall is thin, which is made up of cellulose. The cell wall is composed of cellulose and has pits through which plasmodesmatal connection exists between the cells. So there is a connection. The phloem parenchyma function is to store food material and other substances like resins, latex, and mucilage. Phloem parenchyma is actually absent in most of the monocot plants. This you have to remember. Last element is phloem fibers. It is also known as bast fibers or phloem sclerenchyma. It is made up of sclerenchymatous cell. So they are dead cells. They are made for mechanical support. But these are generally absent in primary phloem but are found in secondary phloem. These are much elongated, unbranched, and have pointed needle-like apices. So apex are tapering. The cell wall of the phloem fiber is quite thick. At maturity, these fibers lose their protoplasm and become dead, as I have said to you earlier. Main phloem fibers like in jute, hemp, even flax, they are used commercially. Now the first formed primary phloem, which consists of a narrow sieve tube and is referred to as protophloem, and the later formed phloem has bigger sieve tubes and is referred to as metaphloem. Okay students, now with the help of this diagram, we'll understand the structure of phloem. See here, the sieve pores, they are shown at the upper part, which is the pore-like structure present between the two adjacent sieve tubes. Now, sieve tube elements you are able to see, they have no nucleus. The pink colored tapering structures, they are of companion cells and they have nucleus and they assist the function of sieve tube. Then phloem parenchyma is also shown. It stores many of the substances right now we have discussed, and this portion, it is sieve plate having sieve pores. Now this is another extra diagram which I am showing you. ये ज़रूरी नहीं है आपको क्लास वर्क में ड्रॉ करना, इसके पहले के जितने डायग्राम थे वो आपको ड्रॉ करने हैं. इसमें खाली मैं आपको अलग अलग स्ट्रक्चर्स बता रही हूँ. दीज आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ जाइलम. हमने अभी पढ़े हैं. ट्रैकीड्स वो इस तरह से दिखता है. देन वेसल्स वो थोड़ा अलग होता है. देन जाइलम पेरेन्काइमा एंड लास्टली जाइलम फाइबर्स. सभी किस तरह से अलग अलग डिफरेंटली दे आर ऑब्जर्व, दैट इज शोन हियर. Similarly, now I am showing the patterns of thickening on the tracheary elements. मैंने आपको पहले भी बोला था जो लिग्निफिकेशन होता है, देखो सबसे पहले राउंड स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं, फिर स्पाइरल अरेंजमेंट है, स्केलरी फॉर्म है, रेटिकुलेट है, सिमिलरली सिंपल पिट्स फॉर्म में है या बॉर्डर्ड पिट्स फॉर्म में है. तो ये सारी लिग्निफिकेशन शो करता है. ये सिर्फ आपको समझना है, माइंड में रखना है. दिस इज़ नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर आवर सिलेबस. दिस इज़ टोटली एक्स्ट्रा थिंग विच आई एम डिस्प्लेइंग यू. Okay, in this diagram I am showing you different elements of phloem. आप देख सकते हो longitudinal section of phloem tissue. Here phloem parenchyma is shown, sieve plates are shown, companion cells which have tapering ends and nucleus, ये इसकी identification है, and sieve tubes. Okay, then if we see the transfer section phloem tissue, the sieve plate is easily shown, it is clearly shown and companion cells भी बिल्कुल अलग लगते हैं. Again if we revise the topic, the complex tissue, xylem and phloem, और किस तरह से आपको लिखना है मैंने आपको explain किया है. Xylem composed of 4 different kind of elements, tracheids फिर उसको describe करना है, then vessels फिर उसको describe करना है, इसके बाद xylem fibers उसको आपको describe करना है, and lastly xylem parenchyma you have to describe it, and whichever topic is given in our syllabus that you have to include each and every point. Similarly for here phloem, before that the primary xylem which is known as protoxylem and metaxylem उसके बारे में आपको explain करना है. endarch exarch condition आपको explain करनी है with examples. Then phloem, similarly the elements of phloem like sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem स्क्लेरेनकाइमा और फ्लोएम फाइबर्स, इस तरह से इंडिविजुअली आपको एक्सप्लेनेशन पॉइंट वाइज लिखना है. इट विल बी ईजियर फॉर यू टू रिमेंबर ऑल्सो एंड टू राइट इन एग्जाम ऑल्सो. डोंट राइट एनी एक्स्ट्रा थिंग in biology, especially the topic which is asked particularly you have to stick to that topic, otherwise the question you will be leaving the questions. You can't attempt each and every question in the exam. So today we have learned about the complex tissues in which xylem and phloem were included. बहुत सारी details हमने देख ली, and hope you like this topic, you have referred this topic. Actually this was known to you, but in more detail we are learning in this chapter with each and every diagram. So please revise all the things and take care. Bye bye students.